So hey YouTube, how's it going? We're gonna do a little bit different video today. We're gonna do a kind of a long format video. We're recording with the cell phone, so forgive the poor quality. But what we're gonna do is this is sort of an introduction and our first impressions. Well, not really first impressions, but our first impressions on video and a review of the Avant 528, affectionately known as Gordy here at Renaissance Tree Care. Gordy is just the perfect tool for this job. This is a mini, what they refer to it as a mini articulating loader. It articulates, actually steers in the middle, pivots in the middle. It's got these super turf tires. We keep about 30 psi in them, and it has very light ground pressure. We'll get a view of the ground here. We've been on this about 20-30 trips, and you can barely see that we've been here. It's really not any heavier than a riding lawnmower or lawn tractor. You know, of course, there's pros and cons to anything, but we'll go over some of the pros here on this thing and also some of the cons. Obviously, it's really good because it's easy on the turf. It has a 2,000 pound tipping capacity, but I know we've picked up bigger logs than 2,000 pounds with this. And as long as you can curl them up and get them in the air just a little bit, you can take them out to the street, no problem. 3,000 pounds easily. She's getting scuffed up a little bit. A lot of people don't like how these panels are all plastic, and you know, it's pretty easy to break them if you're going through the woods. We haven't broken any yet, knock on wood. If we do, we'll just replace them. It does come with an option for some, they're like bulletproof panels. They're really heavy duty polycarbonate panels. This one has the 28 horsepower Kubota diesel in it. It's a smaller engine, but it's good enough for what we need. Also, I'm not a huge diesel mechanic, so don't quote me on all this, but from what I understand, the 28 horsepower is small enough that it doesn't mind being turned on and off, and you don't have to just let it set at idle all day, which is something that we really appreciate at Renaissance because you know, we're the green company. We have all the battery tools and battery lift and everything, so if we can turn this thing off from time to time whenever we're not using it, that's a good huge benefit for us. Also, it's not extremely loud when it is operating, so it's a really nice machine. All of our customers like it. It's 50 inches wide and about 12 feet long total from rear to front. We've got 400 pounds of counterweights on the back of it here, and then the front attachment is roughly 400 pounds as well. So grand total, I think it comes in at right around 4,000 pounds with the counterweights and the attachment. We've gone with the demolition grapple buckets as our attachment of choice for doing tree work. A lot of people like the dangle head, the actual grapple, branch manager grapple, whatever you want to call it. Avant makes the one that's the timber grab. So the timber grabs are nice, the branch manager's nice because you can grab a long piece by the butt and drag it all the way out and really feed a chipper really well. We don't have a chipper, so we don't really need that feature of being able to feed a chipper. This thing we can use as a wheelbarrow. We always put all our tools in here, bring it back and forth to the backyard. And also, one thing about the grapples, you can't move snow with the grapple. You can't pick up leaves and rakings with the grapple. This bucket here is like a multi-function tool. It works really well for what we need. I'm gonna do a little demonstration here. I'm gonna move this chainsaw out of the way. Pick up some of this apple wood. Now, you wouldn't want to be trying to chip this apple anyways. I don't care what kind of chip. You'd have to have a really big chipper. Everybody knows how rough this stuff is to chip. Now we'll get a demonstration on the seatbelt doesn't work. It doesn't retract anymore. Great.
Cut.
Cut that part out. Well, yeah, we don't usually use the seatbelt. Anyway, You can see how loud the thing is at idle. I mean, it's very loud and all. Double grab. When we grab the stuff twice, it's really fun with the demolition grapple. We don't get nicely stuff it right into a dump trailer. Now, we can get more. So we'll get some more in there. Follow me out to the trailer. We'll show how maneuverable this thing is. We've got some obstacles to get through here. We got some oak trees we don't want to damage, so kind of show you how we maneuver through those. This is going to be a tough one. It's a little bit long. We'll go for it. Very stable. Doesn't want to tip over at all.
This is about 10 feet.
Okay, we won't bore you with the rest of the trip, but you can see just how maneuverable the machine is. It has the telescoping boom that shoots things out, and we're able to... This load was too wide to get between these trees. How do we do it? Gordy's the magic. So Gordy works really good working in forestry situations, working around residual trees that we don't want to damage. very low ground pressure, excellent maneuverability, doesn't want to tip over. I think this thing is perfect. The only problem that I found out with this machine, I haven't had one 10 years ago. All right, so Avant 528 for the win. Thanks everybody, thanks for watching.